All right. For you, welcome back. For me, I haven't actually stopped. I imagine I'll play this for a good couple of hours. You can actually see the time in real life for me at the moment. It's 8:10 p.m. So this is after work shenanigans. Now, I'm not really sure what made me, or inspired me, I suppose, to try recording. But I figured why not? It'd be fun. We want to copy these guys over so that they also have that's like limiter on them. So we need some of those in there. You need both. So you need electronics and donuts. You need gears and electronics. You need donuts. You, I'm pretty sure, need donuts and gears. Good to know. And you need all three. Ooh, and now I can control click on that and just grab a massive stack instead of having to craft them by myself. So that's certainly bringing me a lot of joy. I probably need some more inventory space very shortly. But we can grab some of those, we can grab some of those, we can grab some of those and those. And he's a happy man. So, definitely running a bit low in the gears department. So, I'm thinking, for now we're going to craft, and these fit up here, these can fit up here. So I'm going to build one of these here, one of these here. I will tidy this up later, he says. Famous last words. I really don't like the way that these are facing. I want them facing that way. No, I don't. Everything else is going sideways. Ignore me. So, we're going to set these up here. I'm going to set... Oh, actually... Yeah, let's just have these go to here and connect up there. I won't be buffering these ones. It's just a little bit extra. Or, hear me out, we could buffer these. Because we can press tab to grab a different version of this. And then there's that upper level like that. So, in the bottom, up the top. And then I can plop one of those on there. And we're going to actually get rid of this. Bump, 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 bump. And use this opportunity to build a additional one of these. So might even like this works. Yeah. So if I go like this and like this, and then like that. So that should do that quite nicely. And then if I continue that along to there, chuck that in there. Cool. This should be running at proper speed now. Yeah, no downtime. Excellent. Maybe a little bit of downtime. That should be good, because this is getting crazy ahead. This isn't even perfect ratios, but it's this is 1.5 and this is 1, so big difference. Okay, and now our iron is suffering again. So we could probably, I'm going to say get one more of these in here. But we don't have any smelters. And I want one of those to go there, and I want one of those to go there. Cool. That should just run off those 2 mining machines, I think. Yeah, maybe. Maybe just. At any rate, the extra iron there will be quite useful. What have we got? Alright, so these are being made. I'm actually going to limit these ones down. So these ones we need a lot of. But I think all of these I want to limit to just 1 stack. Anything more I think is potentially a little bit silly. Okay, so those need iron. These are not getting taken out because we don't have any of those. No, these are the upgraded ones. Okay. So we need to make some of our own electric motors. And to make our own electric motors, we haven't researched them. I think maybe when you research technologies, you get given some. And I genuinely think that the Mark II sorters I've been using are just the ones that you get given for unlocking the technology. And I can't actually make them yet. Because yes, look here, electromagnetic drive. So once we've got that, I'll at least be able to... actually, you know what? Let's downgrade. Because I don't think we actually need them for anything other than the belts, just because there's so many made there. Cool. There we go. So these are being made now. These are being made. That's stacked up. Beautiful. So we definitely need some stone in here. I am contemplating how I want to do this because I know there's other things. There's some things that need stone. There's some things that need steel. But I think maybe it is fine to just run our stone and steel in. Oh, there we go. So run our stone and steel in. That's our stone. That's our steel, should I say. Oh, and this is the awesomeness of the BAB. I'll put one of those down and a bit of power for it. And you'll see. Whoa, 12 construction drones. So these I want to put anywhere where I'm doing a large amount of construction because it makes it so much faster. Alright, so I've got that. This still needs to have an output set up. And I'll chuck a buffer on as well. I'll probably create a blueprint for this at some point, but for now, can't be bothered. Righty ho. So these are all being made now, except that. All right. Bring in some stone down and also potentially upgrading my, upgrade working movement speed. See if I can make 60 of those. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Very nice. We've got some graphite, which can be used for driving us, and we're busy dropping things on the ground. Very nice. Potentially should not have picked these up, but that's all right. You can go there. Cool. Right, yes, so we've got a very small amount of stone coming in here. High purity silicon. Oops, and I've done it again. So I'm thinking we definitely need to upgrade our inventory capacity as well, because that's getting a bit rough. And we don't have access to red science yet. So I think this is probably not enough stone to do anything with. So our options are down here, which is a little bit... I think it's, yeah, pretty much in line with the dark fog, so I probably don't want to go for that until we're pushing forwards to grab all this oil. Just so I don't have to move my my like defenses. But yeah, the only other options, these are also, how are these both in line? Okay, maybe they're not. Which way does he come from? So that one's definitely in the way. This one's probably off to the side enough that it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're definitely not in a great spot for stone. But that's all right. I think going up here is going to be the way to go. So we're going to grab a... Cool, we've got a bunch of Tesla towers. I'm actually going to probably use wind turbines to get over there. Power-wise, just because they'll generate power as well as being... Okay, yeah, so we can see the attacks coming through from there, so I think we'll be totally fine up there. And we're going to need some mining drills. I'll just make sure these are... So I'm not sure these are going to get intercepted by the turrets. I might need to build... They're kind of drawn to your... Yeah, they're drawn to where you're using and consuming the most power. So... yes, let's do that along here. Yeah, cool. Dum ba dum. Beautiful. We've got those. We don't need those, but I'll grab them. All right. I probably should have moved these. I'm not sure where I should have built these. We've got that copper there, which we're going to need to mine out, but maybe we just run these past it. Kind of up and over. Yeah, we'll see. But for now, I think we want to go kind of as far over here as we can. 14's maybe not enough. But let's give it a go anyway. We're going to make these slightly closer together for the solar power benefits later. I don't know if I'll actually use solar power on these ones, but there we go. Cool. Oh, we've actually got 2 stone veins over here. This is pretty good. All right. The only thing I need to be a bit mindful of is that the dark fog is drawn to power generation. So probably the amount of power being generated here is not enough to distract them from my main base. But it might be. And if it is, that is going to suck. Because I'm going to have to come back here and rebuild everything. But for now, we're going to go like that. We're going to tie all of these up. This is probably too many mining machines for this level of belt. But if I just tie it all up anyway, then I can come back and I can upgrade the belt later. And I wish I had a BAB over here. I actually do have a BAB, which I've built outside of the range of power. Because I'm a genius. There we go. So... yeah. Awesome. All right. So yeah, I think bringing the stone back is definitely going to be the way to go. Just I don't want to have to come out here every time I need to make anything with stone. So I'm going to bring all of it back, kind of consolidate into an area for smelting it. Potentially even here. No, I don't. I think we probably don't need any more silicon. I'm actually going to get rid of that. I think we're good on the silicon front for now. We'll join that in. I don't think that, again, there won't actually be enough space for anything to go on it, but and did we dig up that bab? Yes, we did. I'm going to put it there. Bum, 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 bum. I think at some point we've lost a couple of those. We definitely made we made a perfect 60. We no longer have a perfect 60, so I'm sure they'll show up somewhere. Cool. All right, so this guy is going to go here. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go with you. And I'm going to put the bab back down because my plan is to do a bunch of crafting stuff here. That can go there. You can go there. Oh, and if we change the recipe before we do that, it'll get copied over. So this gives us stone. But there's also a few other things that get made. Let's actually reverse this whole segment because I think we're going over here. So I don't know. It's about there. We might actually want to just go straight over the top. And we'll do the same here. We might actually go all the way. Yeah. Alright, if I run that one through there, down. You can go to there. Can this connect here? No, slope's too steep. So, really about this point here, I want to take this slope down to a regular level. Do that, and then down and in. So, I think, did none of these need steel? None of these needed steel. So you can go on there. Yeah, okay. I was just setting the steel up preemptively, but nothing actually needs it. But that looks like it's not even attached, so do that. This does look a bit funky. Don't know how I feel about it, but it's alright. Everything's temporary. Everything is temporary. For the next 100, 200, 300 hours. Oh, look. My bab has found my 2 electric motors. And also a couple of donuts. So thank you, Bab. And we are stacking up nicely on those. Stacking up nicely here. Everything is going well. We're definitely struggling a bit on these electronic inserters though. So I'll upgrade those. It's a lot faster. So this says it's working. Oh no, this is power working 100%. So we've got enough power, but I thought this might have been a an efficiency reading. Right, I think we can probably actually... Okay, I probably do want to automate these as well, actually. So if I copy this now, get rid of a couple of those. Let's go for 5. And the buildings we need are splitters, chests, a bab at some point, mining drills. Then we are going to drop. Oh, this doesn't actually have a... I think the copy and pasting is a bit... I think I have to select that manually. Yeah, okay. So now if I do that, does that work? I'm not sure if that worked. But that will work, and that will work, and that will work, and that will work. Yeah, okay, this one didn't. Oh, this is... Okay, so this is another issue. That was a bit dumb. I mean... Okay. Let's... is there a drag? No. I feel like there's a drag, but maybe that was a mod that I used to play with. I haven't played this game in quite a long time. This is me re-finding my joy, or like my love of factory games. These are going to be a little bit more tricky. So steel we can't get through there. This, I think we might still be able to, yeah. But I think none of these need steel. So we might just be able to go blump, blump. And we'll grab a couple of these and go blump, blump, blump. We've got good power going on. And these, if we just do connect from here to there, yeah, this should still automatically connect, so it's not too bad. But yeah, so when you're on the same level as a belt, right? So you can see this one wouldn't do it. But when you're on the same level, it takes you to a like half level. So if I do a full 1 level, it's actually higher up again. But when you do these half levels, they don't. The game doesn't let you build under them. So you build these like auto over belts, and then as soon as you try and if you dig this up, like if I dig this up, I wouldn't be able to build any of it again because I'd have to dig up every single one of these. So no idea if that's something that the developers can fix, but it's been in the game for a really long time. So maybe there's maybe it's more complicated than it seems on the surface. But what do we need? Okay, these are freshly automated, so I can't actually grab more of those, and that is what we need. So this needs gears, circuits, and iron. So I go gears. We'll do circuits with the green guy. We'll do iron. This one needs iron and stone. You need iron. And all of these guys. Cool. I'll drop a power pole on the other side of all of these as well. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. So beautiful. All right, we're powering through that iron. I think we started the game with about 65,000, so that's about a quarter gone already. So that's probably one of the next things we want to look at expanding. I've got a whole bunch of stone in my inventory that I don't really want. I could potentially... Yeah, I wonder if I can drop it into these. Yes. Can put a good amount away. These aren't running, so... Oh, bless me. Bless you. Bless me. It's quite funny trying to record and being like, oh no, I'm about to sneeze. I do actually have a mute button on my microphone that I could press with haste. But I didn't think about that in time, so here we are. You get to hear me sneeze. Right, let's get some more inventory space going on. And we're also, I think, going to put down a bed permanently here. That is going to be able to, one, help us build anything else we're building in this region, but also just kind of keep us safe, because it will repair these gun turrets if they take any damage. And I think one of the next things I want to research, actually, is going to be foundation. Which uses a lot of stone, which is good because we just set up the stone. A little bit of steel. But we really want that so we can kind of fill in some of this water, because I want to solidify this line of turrets. At the moment, it's doing what it needs to do, but I'm scared of what the future will hold. And then we probably want to set up some copper and some iron smelting. So, inventory capacity, beautiful. So I think what we're going to do, I'm not sure how big to build these yet. Let's start from this, I don't know if it's called a meridian. This extra thick line is one of the main quadrants that the map's divided up into. We're going to go for there. 1, 2, 3, down. And we're going to go there. And we are also, I hope, yes, going to grab a whole bunch of furnaces from this chest. My cat is still asleep on the computer. It's actually getting so insanely hot. Probably taking years off my CPU's lifetime. But sometimes you just gotta let the cats lie on your computer for warmth. All right, we have got iron. So I'm probably going to do, yeah, spacing of about this should get all of those. And we're going to drag, like 11s. I kind of want to do more, but I don't actually even know how many is going to fit on this belt here. I'm tempted for 12. 12 seems like a nice number. Need to do a little bit more. 11 does fit nicely against these Tesla towers, but 11 feels like a bad number. I don't want 11. You know, I feel like there's numbers that are good, and there's numbers that are less good, and then there's numbers that are bad. I feel like for me, 11 is one of those numbers that's sneaking into bad territory. So we're going to go for 12. We're also going to connect it to our power grid. So step 1, that. Step 2, get some iron into it. I suppose I could just count how many I built over here. I think it was 6 actually. Maybe I can only fit 6 machines onto one line of iron ore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This might be a little overzealous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So maybe we cut it there. But what I can probably do. Yeah. No, I haven't built these in this the wrong place. So I want there. And I get rid of that. Cool. So we can do these in oh, do these in blocks like that. Oh, and those connected. Excellent. Cool. And we can get rid of those. All right. So we've got 2 belts of iron. Amazing. You are just going to get extended all the way out here. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There. No, I have no idea what the spacing is on these. We're just going to drag it. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, maybe you can fit 3 solar panels between these. I would like to unlock them just so I can try, but I don't think we actually need them just yet. Got reclamation going. I'm not sure where are solar panels here. Okay, so we could research them, but they use a shit ton of silicon. So I think until we actually go to a planet with silicon, we're probably not in a position to actually make a great deal of them. So we're going to try and cover as much of this as possible. If I go like so, we can get another 6 there. We can go 6 there, and then that'll be another kind of 6 or so once we get. Maybe I can actually fit. What if I do that? Yeah, 6 there. 6 there, and another 6, 6, 7. There we go. One, 2, 3 on that side, and we'll get 1, 2, 3 on this side too. And what we'll actually do as well is I will build I'll build a splitter here, because then these aren't going to run perfectly. Yeah, so one there, you can go there, you can go there, so this will even them out. 1, 2, all right. And we've researched foundations. Right, amazing. Grab some of the rocks from here while we're at it. And I think, because we do just need a ridiculous amount of iron, I think we'll grab this iron patch as well. Maybe even run a whole nother 2 lines in. So if we go here. Yeah. Oh. So I'll go, I don't have any of these. Oh, and I don't have any iron. I can grab some out of these. because I only need to make a few. But it's, I definitely wish I had my, machinery in reach, so that I didn't have to craft these by hand, but that's the whole point of the game, right? Automate everything. And be sad when you have not. Right. So I get 7 there. We'll grab 8 there. This patch is actually a lot easier to get. 7 there. 9. So you can see the ore mining rate is actually directly tied to how many of these you can cover with your mining machines. So this silliness that I'm doing is actually worthwhile. From a productivity point of view, you can genuinely make more. Cool. So I think this one is a bit smaller though. So we're going to go, yeah, so I've got 3 and then we've got, I wonder if there's any way of finding out, maybe not until we've turned them on. Let's go, does that catch all of you? It does, alright. So I'm actually thinking instead of doing the split here, I might want to do the split here. I might even want to do something like this. Just to make sure that we're kind of perfectly evening it out. Because this guy's going to get a whole lot more. Actually, I'll use a different... I'll use this so we've got some levels going on. So you can do that. You can do that. And I'll set both of these to prioritize the output of the bottom. And I'll do another one of these. Okay, so that is actually the one that I want, but I want it rotated by 1. So if we do that, then we can do that, and we can do, and we can do that. Beautiful. I'll just finish crafting these, and then we need to connect these guys together. Just a couple of those. So I'm still getting away with using fairly dubious power generation as well. I've still got my hydrogen fuel rods from the start of the game, and I'm still planning on keeping them. Probably until I try and go to another planet. I don't really want to get stranded. But it just depends on if we automate those before or after going to a new planet, because they're not too tricky to make once we've got the technology accessible. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just copy and paste this whole block. Oops. Press the wrong key. So if I just copy and paste this whole block. Like so. I really wish these lined up properly. What if I do that? You're about to watch me do some silliness for the sake of having it lined up. Oh dear. Definitely the most efficient play. That's what you're seeing right now. There is no way this could be done more efficiently. You just have to trust me. Now, Dark Fog's attacking with 36. I'm going to... I was about to say I'm going to hope that they're not doing that. But alas. You can go to there, and let's go and try and fix this before they do too much damage. I could have predicted this. I did predict this, and I went, surely not. Surely it'll be fine. But I think what we're going to have to do is just extend our gun turrets all the way along. I do have I've got some bullets as well. But yeah, they are drawn to electricity generation, so potentially putting all of these wind turbines along here was not the smartest idea. Oh, they're actually going home. Good, good. They know when they're beaten. Ignore the fact that they destroyed everything that I have. And accept that we defeated them. Ooh, actually, I don't want those too close to this oil. I want to still be able to get that oil later. But I would also like to build through there. Okay. I'm going to hope that that is fine. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to grab that. And then send those all the way through there. Grab a couple of these guys. And then probably we're going to want a BAB here as well, which we can build a few of. Yeah, alright, we're going to have to redo that later, but that's fine. It's fine. And then, yeah, if we jump into map view and just have a look along here, so yeah, let's just run, maybe just, yeah, okay, so they're coming from here, so I think even if we just build some gun turrets along this section, we'll actually be totally fine. Except that I only have one gun turret left. So let's go there. And grab some more gun turrets and connect this up to the ammo. Whatcho? This is the other annoying thing that I find in this game. Sometimes when you've built a belt like this, it's actually kind of inside the building model, and so getting it to click is quite hard. Now I can do it, but normally I end up just deconstructing the building to give me the ability to move it. But yeah, there we go. Alright, we've got that. We're going to need some more turrets for sure. And we're going to need some more of those, and probably those. Anything else? And some more belts. We also have some BABs being built. So I'm going to put one down, maybe here. Which isn't connected to the power. Just because of that one. Okay, there we go. Ooh, we did not get mining drills. But they're not, okay, so mining drills aren't being made yet. They are being made, but they're not. Yeah, okay, there we go. Don't make those. Beautiful. we can grab 1, 2, 3, and we've got everything that we need. So, thinking if we do another bab, not actually sure exactly where, maybe tucked in here, maybe, okay, so I can't build it there because it collides, but maybe we want one there, and then one here. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. And then we want to build turrets all the way along here. Alright, there are another strange game glitch is when they're building these. The game can't work out how to build the turrets. Starts freaking out. Where would we be? There. So some foundation is also something I desperately need to craft. I think I can probably just build a few. Yeah, I can build a few by hand. So one of the good things about this is if we make this small, we can kind of get away with doing this. Not using very much foundation at all, but getting the whole area up still. We'll just make sure all of these are powered. Yeah, beautiful. All right, we've got ammo coming along. We're definitely going to need to upgrade our ammo production. But for now, that should keep us safe. So our stone is reconnected. We've got guns. We can go back to the crafting that we were doing. And now might be a really good time to research being faster, except that we cannot. So we need red signs now for a lot of our upgrades, it seems. We can do that one. Just for slightly better blueprints, and we can also unlock flight. So this will actually give us a bit of speed. I'll have to craft these engine components by hand. But that's okay. And we can get a bit of an energy shield too. We can't do that. We can get a little bit of gun damage and a little bit of energy damage. And durability. Okay, so these are all just small upgrades to kind of improve things for us a bit. I'll grab these stones because again we're looking for titanium. I think the building the first interplanetary logistics depots I think take about 40 titanium each. So if we can build 2 before we go to the titanium planet, it'll make it a bit easier for setup. We could just craft the titanium on planet, but I personally like to have it crafted when we go there, so I can't accidentally forget to bring something and have to fly between the planets a good couple of times. This, alright, this is missing because we need to do those first. I also realized that in my infinite wisdom, I've gone to the wrong place because I actually am meant to be going over there. These are also going to be replaced with our magnets. Yep. And magnets. Cool. Wait, are these not? These need to be reversed. Okay. I should have worked that out when I couldn't paste these over as well. There we go. And then I think after we've done this, we'll pipe these into our building crafts, and then we'll go for the red science. So you can definitely rush red science a lot earlier than this. You can kind of go straight from kind of building out this to getting your red science up and running. Maybe I should have done that just to give me some of those kind of like, you know, more building drones, a bit more movement speed, kind of just the quality of life upgrades for my Icarus, which is this guy. But we're doing it this way. Cool. All right, those are attached. These are getting put through now, so that's awesome. And we've got our donuts too. And the third thing we need is copper. So I don't know if I might, because we can either do copper underneath and then kind of have our main construction blocks here in this middle zone, or I could do the copper maybe up here and have things come in and down. Not really. I don't think that would work actually. In and down. There's probably not enough space here. But there's also not a huge amount of space here. And I'm not sure I'll actually be able to complete this. But no, it does look like I can. So you don't just use foundation in this game. You use foundation, but you also use these soil piles, which is effectively just, you can see there's elevation in the ground here. So if you put foundation down on that elevation, you'll get back soil piles. And if you're bringing up water, you have to consume them. You also gain some soil piles from killing the dark fog, killing the enemies. So that's probably where most of what I've got has come from so far. There we go. And then we just need to plug our copper in, which I think is mainly going to be, okay, yeah, so I've got 2 smallish copper veins over here. Guess I could have also put it above, but maybe, yeah, I'll leave it as that for now. I have a really bad habit in games like this of thinking that I've left myself far more room than I have. I go, I can definitely fit that in there. This is going to be great. And then it turns out I definitely can't fit that in there, and it is not great. But how are we going to go across here? Maybe all the way up and around is the way to go. And then these can get moved, I think. Yeah. I don't know what I'm putting in this space yet. So that's why I'm a bit scared of just going, oh, okay, actually maybe I'll just do this. No, not there. So maybe, okay, so that's actually the bottom there. So we can go, yeah, around like that. I think this is facing the wrong way still. Yeah, so that can go like that. That can get attached to here. Beautiful. We'll copy and paste these over to the copper. And then I've pretty much hit an hour again. Core energy exhausted. Not if this wood has anything to say about it. I think also I'll grab a little bit more of this. A couple of stacks of you. Eat the wood first. There we go. Cool. So I've got copper happening. That's awesome. And I'll grab this as well. So we're well into our kind of scale up portion of this now. Yep. 6, 7. Get another one squeezed in there. Yep, on a 8. Beautiful. So how's this going? All right, yeah. So our defenses are holding up now. That's nice to see. I was definitely far too overzealous. I think having the power generation here dragged their path, so instead of them coming straight this way, they're kind of coming a bit more this way, and then they get far too excited about all of that going on in there. All right. So do that. And we're going to just have to come through here, I think, and just... But maybe we do that upper layer. All right, let's go to here and then just go... No, we can't go up from there. Okay. We go here and then just go straight up to here. And run along top of this just to minimize the amount of space we're actually using. And over to here. And then, yeah, I think we just go straight in there like that is fine. Cool. So now we've got that. I think next time what we will be focusing on is automating our intermediates, so gears, electronic circuits, and our donuts in decent quantities rather than just the one machines over here. And then I think our other project is going to be getting oil and red science going. I'll also just queue these up so that I can complete this research. So we need 50 of these. And I need to connect these up still. I hope you enjoy watching me get distracted. It is pretty much the only way I can play video games. Well, the only way that yeah. I don't like that I can't connect that. But we'll work something out. We might even just go all the way around. Again, perfect efficiency right there. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Beautiful. Peak efficiency. Spiral. All right. So yes, next time we will do oil, red science, and we will get maybe in here. Probably not in here. Maybe we want to put oil in here and do our intermediate somewhere else. But at any rate, we will do intermediates, we will do oil, and we will get red science up and running. And with that, I will leave you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.